Good morning, Lana Scott. I'm drinking my coffee. This is going to be a longer video, and my longer videos don't get looked at, but that's fine with me. So, I was talking to someone this morning, or she commented how she had a feeling that somebody from her past was going to come back in because they had broke up and he had met someone else and went on, and it wasn't working out, so he was going to go back to his old standby. Nobody likes to be second fiddle. There was a movie once out called A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. It was about a man that had multiple personality disorder, or schizophrenia, I think it was actually. And there's a scene in that movie where he'd gone into the military, and him and some of his buddies were on shore leave, and they went to this bar, and there was 4 of them, and they see this group of women come in. 3 of them are, they're nice looking women, but they're not beautiful. And there's one girl who's blonde, blue-eyed, absolutely gorgeous. And the way they're all standing in a group, like the 3 women obviously feel subordinate, but they're all friends. They're standing behind the beautiful woman. And the beautiful woman's kind of sashaying around going, okay, which one of y'all is going to come get me? And he's watching them, and he says, he's judging the situation. And he says, he goes, I'm going to tell you right now, they're all friends, but the beautiful girl's actually expecting all of us to come up, and she's going to have the pleasure of telling us no. And then the other women, because you didn't see anything maybe decent about them, or you approached their beautiful friend first, nobody likes to be second fiddle. And if you approach her first, I'm going to tell you right now, she's going to tell you no. And all the other women standing there, they're going to be like, well, you chose her first, now you're coming to me? Nah, it ain't going to happen. So, guys, let's increase our chances of meeting someone decent and having a relationship or getting laid even. So, yeah, you have to go see the movie. I'm not going to quote him, but it made that pop into my mind. And nobody likes to feel like they're second best. They just don't. I mean, everybody has value, and looks are not everything. And, one of my tarot readers this morning, Cindy, I happened to pop on one of her older videos about Leos, because I'm a Leo Virgo cusp, and she's talking about playing, not wanting to be second best or something. I can't remember exactly what she said, but, it's true. Looks aren't everything. She was talking about trophy wives. That's what it was. And, looks are not everything. Sometimes beautiful women are high maintenance. There's even a video out here on YouTube about this young black guy, and he's really cute, and his girlfriend's going, but I'm all this, and she's showing her great figure, all this, and he's got this woman next to him. She's not wearing fancy clothes. She doesn't have no makeup. She's kind of quiet. And he says, but he says, she goes, I have all my money. I have all this. I have that. You're turning me down for that? And he says, yeah, I am. Because she respects me. She values me. She lets me be the man in the relationship, but I treat her like a queen, and she's treating me like a king. Looks are not everything. So if you find yourself where you left someone that's quality, and I've had this happen to me. Someone left me because they ran off to something that looked a little bit better, and in the long run they were like, he still tries to keep ties with me because he was wanting to do what he wanted to do, and I'm one of those 85%ers. I give everything, folks. I bring a lot to the table. I'm willing to work beside you. I'm willing to do, I just believe relationships that you have to work at them. You have to try. So if you're in a situation where, even if you're frustrated or tired with the person that you're with, what do they bring to the table that you value about them? Because everybody wants to be valued. And if you decide to drop your, I just found this beautiful woman. Let me tell you, relationships take time. You have to work at them. And they're hard. Yes, they're hard because you have to constantly work at them. What do you value in the relationship? If you're with somebody that, you get your head turned by a pretty face, but you've already built up a relationship and you know this person, don't always let yourself be don't always let one head rule the other head. And that goes for women too, because looks aren't everything, folks. Not all of us are beautiful, and I'll tell you what, looks fade. What is within that person that you saw in them to begin with that you were attracted to? Maybe they had some of the same ideas that you did, or maybe they wanted to do the same kind, they, you know, have the same work ethic as you, and the family came first. You let your head be turned by a pretty face, and then you find out late, you know, you walk away from it, and then later you look at the relationship now you're in, and you're always unhappy, you're always fighting or arguing, because this person wants you to give them everything, and they don't want to give nothing back. They just want you to, you know, they're like a trophy. And then you think about that person that you left, and even though it's long gone now, you go, you know, I had quality there. That's the mother of my kids, or the father of my kids. And I had my head turned by a pretty face, and now I'm constantly in a relationship where I'm just not happy. You have to realize and figure out what you value. Looks are not everything. I have met people that were beautiful, and I've met people that were in between, and I've met some people that just didn't have a lot of looks, but they sure had a lot of quality. They sure had a lot of character. They had strength in ways that I didn't. Looks are not everything. So don't always be turned by a pretty face, because a lot of times pretty faces, and I'm not saying all, there's a lot of beautiful women out there that are smart, got their shit together, and they give as much as they expect. So you have to figure out what you want that's quality. What is it you want to have for your life? Do you want a partner next to you that's strong, that has the same values as you do? Or are you going to drop that one because that pretty face over there, you're just thinking with the wrong head? Unless that person brings everything that you're going to bring to the table, is it worth destroying a family or letting go of a relationship that you had it good? And folks, let me tell you, sex doesn't stay forever, because as you get older, body parts don't want to work. Me and Will have some issues at times. Looks fade. But what quality you have on the inside, the character that you bring to the table, the nobility of your mindset, how you approach things, how you look at things, the good characteristics, they don't always have beautiful looks on the outside. So this is just a video to say, you know, think about this, you know. Don't let, if you're in a good relationship that's balanced and loving, don't let your head be turned by a pretty face. If this person has the same characteristics and brings as much to the table as you do, folks, you can always talk and work things out. So this is just a little short video, just about some things that I've noticed and things I wanted to comment on. So getting ready to go pick up my friend. Morning, Joe. Time to get up and at 'em, folks. This is Lana Scott, Lighthouse.